For now, Jesus of Gamala was killed by the Idumeans, not the Romans. The Idumeans had joined those in civil war against the priesthood, who, like Josephus and the former King Agrippa II, thought it fruitless to fight the Romans. Look at what happened to Antigonus. But the fighters for liberty from Rome were in a give me liberty or give me death attitude. In the Bible, there is weather activity when Jesus dies. There is also weather activity when Jesus of Gamala dies. Let us attend solemnly on scenes from the death of Jesus of Gamala, one of the historical Jesuses. The approach of the Idumeans was known to Ananus, for as he knew of it before they came, he ordered the gates to be shut against them and that the walls should be guarded. Yet did not he by any means think of fighting against them, but before they came to blows, to try what persuasions would do. Accordingly, Jesus, the eldest of the high priests next to Ananus, stood upon the tower that was over against them and said thus, "Many troubles indeed, and those of various kinds, have fallen upon this city. Yet in none of them have I so much wondered at fortune as now, when you are come to assist wicked men, the vilest of men, against us, who are supposed to betray Jerusalem to the Romans?" Who are supposed to betray Jerusalem to the Romans. There's the betrayal. Turning not just the biblical Jesus, but Jerusalem, the holy city, over to Rome. For what occasion is there for us to sell ourselves to the Romans while it was in our power not to have revolted from them at the first, or when we had once revolted, to have returned under their dominion again before the neighboring countries were not yet laid waste? Now they have subdued Galilee, and to endeavor to please them at the time when they are so near us would bring such a reproach upon us as were worse than death. As for myself, indeed, I should have preferred peace with them before death. But now we have once made war upon them and fought with them. I prefer death with reputation before living in captivity under them. Thus spoke Jesus. Yet the multitude of the Idumeans did not give any attention to what he said. The generals also had indignation at the offer of laying down their arms. They looked upon it as equal to a captivity, to throw them away at any man's injunctions, whomever. But Simon, one of the commanders, responded, "There are those that shut the gates of our common city against their own nation, and at the same time are prepared to admit the Romans into it. Nay, perhaps are disposed to crown the gates with garlands at their coming, while they speak to the Idumeans from their towers, and ask us to throw down our arms which we have taken up for the preservation of liberty. We have indeed come in great haste to you, and to a war against our own countrymen. And the reason why is that we may preserve that freedom which you are so unhappy as to betray. You say, we've come to exclude you from your metropolis. You exclude us from the sacred offices of our country. Here will we abide before the walls in our armor until either the Romans grow weary in waiting for you, or you become friends to liberty and repent of what you have done against it.